Money Monday. So even if you're not a sports fan, there's one score you need to keep track of, and that is your credit score. So how do you manage to maintain a high credit score? Kristen Konishi from Bank of Hawaii, she has some ideas for us. Hello to you, Kristen.
Hi, Grace.
So Kristen, what is a credit score based on, and why do you want to make sure it's on the high side?
Yeah, so your credit score is the number of financial institutions, credit card companies, and other lenders use to evaluate your creditworthiness, which means the higher your credit score, the more likely you are to be approved for loans at lower interest rates.
All right, so what determines your credit score exactly?
There are really two main criteria. The first is going to be paying everything on time.
That's it? You just got to pay your bills before they're past due?
Yes. So credit scoring companies put the most importance on timely payments, not just for credit cards, but for everything.
So we're talking about every bill, from your rent to electric bills to cell phone bills. Just make sure you pay your bills on time.
Exactly. So a payment that's 30 or more days late can damage your credit score almost immediately. So to make sure you're never late for a payment, it's best to set up automatic payments from your checking account, or at the very least, set up automatic bill pay reminders.
Okay, got it. What's the second most important criteria that determines your credit score?
Always use less than 30% of your available credit. So for example, if your credit card has a limit of $10,000, never use more than 30% of that, which would be $3,000.
Okay, but occasionally you do need to make a big purchase. If it's over that $3,000 amount in our example, and you don't want to hurt your credit score, what do you do?
Great question. So if you have to make a big purchase, try to spread it out over multiple cards. And then if your card issuers let you set alerts, ask to be notified if you're approaching the 30% mark, so you can switch to another card or make a payment.
So besides paying bills on time and using less than 30% of your available credit, what else can you do to make sure your credit score remains high?
Another big factor is how long you've had your accounts, because the longer you can show that you've paid your bills responsibly, the better. So unless you have a reason to close a credit card, make sure to keep your older cards open and in good standing.
And should you be checking your credit scores?
Absolutely. Looking at your own score doesn't do any harm. You're actually entitled to a free copy of your report from each of the three bureaus. That's Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. It's a great way to track your progress in improving your score and to check for any errors which you can correct.
All right, Kristen, we want to thank you for sharing all this important information with our viewers.
Thank you so much, Grace. It was my pleasure.
And that is your Smart Money Monday.